Testing. Okay, we're good. I hate the delay on the live stream. I'm like 15 seconds behind you guys. Sorry about that, guys. Hi. All right. How's it going? We'll start again. I mean, I didn't say much really. I said, hey Nathan, hey Sandy. And then I said that my weekend was crazy. I got to see Nelly and Ashanti and T.I. in concert. And then the next day I got to see Il Scarlet in concert. And cut to today and I'm just exhausted. Oh man. And also my friends got to open up for Il Scarlet in a band called Medical Pilot, who there's a couple of guys in there that I absolutely adore. But yeah, and I hadn't seen them since before my dog passed away, so it was really nice. And one of them, you know, just gave me a lot of comfort about it, which was really cool. Who else is here? Hey Kaiwan, hey Brooklyn. Oh, Sabrina's live too? Oh, I miss her. Well, I can't blame anyone who's watching Sabrina's live though, because I adore her too, and if I knew that, I'd probably be watching too. Oh man. Seeing all those folks over the week must have been a blast. Well, Nelly, Ashanti, and T.I. were all at the same concert. Ashanti was 2 hours late, which was not thrilling. But apparently she was stuck at customs. So that was a downer. And but my friend was DJing that festival, so he was keeping the vibes up at least. Shout out DJ Harmon B, legend in Edmonton. Gonna put Lois with Sunny. I don't know about, is Lois gonna return, you guys? We do gotta talk about what's going on, and we will. Obviously, the title of this live stream is about Ned and Eddie Maine, but we are gonna save that for a little bit later. Nathan, you said it makes me miss the old ABC soap content they used to put on back in the days, featuring a lot of artists. I always heard about that. I never really watched those. Alright, but yeah, it's probably going to be a bit of a shorter live stream, I'm not going to lie. Which is why I didn't wait like 50 minutes to come on this time. And then we had audio issues, because of course we did, you know. But yeah, I'll be honest. Well, I mean, the reason why it's going to be shorter partly is because we already talked about Monday's episode on Monday's live stream. Because it had aired on my Friday, and my notes were kind of set up to format it that way, so I was like, I'll just wait. And then, of course, there was one preempted episode as well. And so really, we're talking about 3 episodes, and not a whole lot of thrilling things happened in them. Hey, Jakarius, I'm good. How about you? Hello, SLJ. Oh, you're... First time to see it live. Well, that's awesome. It's going to be shorter because we're only talking about 3 episodes. And honestly, I don't have a whole lot to say because some of the plots are a bit ridiculous, but we're going to recap it anyway. Oh, and I'm very well, thank you, SLJ. It's been a hard month, I'm not going to lie, but I'm just doing my best to get through it. A lot of ups and downs, a lot more downs, but you know, it is what it is, right? Jeez, for the past 2 weeks, has been lackluster, sadly, this summer. Yeah, it really has been. Jordan was the juiciest part of the show last week. That is exactly what I said in my notes. Hold on. Or no, here, I'll read exactly what I wrote in my note. The least ridiculous and most entertaining part of the week for me was the Ashford and Robinson family. That's literally what I have in my notes here. But yeah, welcome to General Hospital MV, my GH after show. We might as well get into it. We're clearly going to start about the Ashfords because, like y'all said, they were honestly the most juiciest part of the week. So let's get into it. All right, well, basically, they celebrated Curtis's birthday and welcomed Trina into the family. And Stella was a little bit overbearing as per usual, which, made Trina a little bit uncomfortable. But she sucked it up for the sake of the family and sort of played along. Spencer even stopped by and brought Curtis a gift, which was a picture of the original Savoy. And Portia acted fake as frick around him. What are you saying, Jacarius? All I want is Sabrina to spend more time. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they haven't really had a whole lot of screen time this summer so far. Meanwhile, Jordan was desperately trying to reach Zeke to tell him the truth because on Monday, I think it was, she discovered that Zeke was Portia's brother. And obviously she doesn't want that kind of, hovering over them, but it will inevitably. So Zeke actually ran into Jordan at the Metrocourt restaurant, but he had to go to see a client quickly, which was Drew again, I think. But then Taggart stumbled in, drunk as a skunk, and Jordan basically carried him back to his room. And Zeke saw that, and he was like, "I think I just saw my ex-brother-in-law," to Drew. But yeah, so Taggart. Hey, Laura. There is no Savoy. There's only the other reel. Yeah. Plus, she's putting this clothes that you can break up cleaning. Huh? Yeah, and I'm glad you're here, Laura. All right, but as I was saying, so Taggart, he's really going through it. He's drunk and stumbling around in the dark, mourning the loss of a biological daughter who, honestly, I'm convinced is actually his anyway. For me, the biggest anvil was him talking to Jordan about all the family traits he's seen in Trina, including that she has Gia's laugh, that he thinks weren't family traits at all because he thinks that she's Curtis's. While Stella and Marcus, or is Stella and Curtis's dad, is his name Marcus too? I'm drawing a blank here. I'm tired, y'all. But yes, they were talking about the family traits that they recognize in Trina, like her sister's spirit, which is more about the personality. So that's the comparisons. That's why I'm sus. And we know that for whatever reason, Selena had her eyes on the DNA test, so we'll see what that will lead to. I still thought Taggart was going to try to kiss Jordan. I've always wondered why they didn't put them together, like, once her and Curtis broke up. Maybe it's because, he's not able to commit to GH enough to get a love interest. Or maybe it's just that the characters see each other as brother and sister. They work together. They've known each other for, decades at this point, apparently. So, Marshall. Thank you, Edmund. Marshall. But yeah. Do you guys agree with me? Like, do you think that the odds are that Taggart is probably actually Trina's father? Because that is what I believe. But anyway, later on, when Portia, Zeke, and Jordan all wind up in the same place at the same time, and they're having to explain how they know each other to Portia without revealing that they, And also, there was a hilarious line that was something to the effect of, "I bet he really pinned you down to Jordan, and again, Portia does not know that they slept together, but it was just a funny line that, you know, Jordan nearly choked on when she said it to her. But yeah, anyway, long story short, Zeke realizes that Jordan is Curtis's ex, meaning he was the one that she kissed, and now Zeke is in an awkward position where he might have to lie to his sister to keep their marriage intact. And, you know, obviously Jordan has no intention of going back to Curtis, and she doesn't want to split them up over something that shouldn't have happened. So yeah, he's in an awkward predicament, and, you know, Zeke, as much as he was getting along with Curtis at the start of Curtis's birthday party, you know, by the end of it, he was saying things like, "You deserve better" to Portia. And of course, she's none the wiser what he did, and I'm sure he's going to have to elaborate in some way or come up with some kind of excuse as to what he means. I'm hoping, because, I don't know, for me, the character of Zeke so far comes across as like no nonsense. I hope, and I don't know, I was tuning in, you know, on Friday's episode, but I don't think he's confronted Curtis yet, but I hope that he does, because he strikes me as a character that would. And we need a spicy male character, you know what I mean? Like, we need someone that's not gonna be afraid to confront someone on some wrongdoings. And, you know, Curtis deserves a little bit of heat. No one, like, Curtis, I find that Curtis gets away with, like, being such an asshole, especially to Jordan and to Portia. He's treated both of those ladies like garbage. And, you know, he tried to bounce back to Jordan when, you know, Portia made him mad. And no one's really called him out on it. No one's called him out on it. I want Zeke to call him out on it. What are y'all saying, though? Yes, Taggart is treating his dad. There's no doubt about it. Miss Wu changed the results. Do you think so, Nathan? I agree. And Sandy, you hope that Curtis is really the father? I mean, I get that too, because we've sat here for years, like, assuming that was the case. And so it feels like we were on this journey for nothing, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I think that Taggart might be the father after all. Zeke has no reason to keep the secret. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I also, like, I feel bad because I like Portia and Jordan's friendship. And yeah, what Jordan did was shady. But she obviously regrets it. And, you know, I think she knows her worth now when it comes to Curtis. And that she deserves to not have to, like, be second fiddle. You know, she deserves not to have to make a meal out of crumbs. Yeah, Zeke has no reason to keep the secret. Caroline said basically he's like a jerk because they don't want to give him a storyline. Oh, you're not wrong, Kaiwan. Yeah, Curtis is also a jerk to Stella. Yeah, he's just an asshole most of the time, isn't he? Like, Curtis is fine, but he's an ass. Maybe he should have stuck to, like, going on missions and stuff. He's better at doing that than, you know, being a decent human being outside in the real world. I want to see Curtis's reaction to Zeke and Jordan together. That'll be funny too. Like, I don't know. Do we want Zeke to be, like, spicy enough to, like, just flat out admit to Curtis that he slept with his ex? I don't hate the prospect of that. I really don't hate the prospect of that. That could be fun to watch. Let's give the Ashfords and Robinson some spice, y'all. Let's do it. Portia is no friend to Jordan. She is selfish and insensitive with her. Yeah, you know. But I think the argument can be made on the vice versa part too, you know? Because let's be real. Jordan was thriving on the fact that she knew that Portia was hiding something from Curtis at first. As much as she tried to deny it, there was a lot of, like, you know, her, like, giving a smug look whenever, like, she'd be in, like, put in a corner, you know what I mean? Nathan, you said Curtis is a piece of shit who thinks he's better than anyone, and I hate it. The writing for him is getting worse. Brooklyn, you said it would be nice to have Jordan and Zeke as a new relationship. That'll work. Yep, I think Curtis is not Trina's father. Yeah, I mean, Jordan deserves to be happy. Will it be with Zeke? Maybe. I mean, they just seem like a fling that just turned into a disaster. But it's gonna be messy before it can get, like, kind of cute to watch, you know? Sandy, you said yes, Zeke should tell Curtis he slept with Jordan. That would be spicy, y'all. Edmund, you said Portia had a real nerve calling the Cassadines messy. Yeah, it's true. Like the fact that she's still, like, you know, trying to go all guns a-blazing with Spencer is ridiculous. I mean, I get it. Mama Bear doesn't want their daughter to be hurt, but, like, Spencer, for his flaws, he is trying. And I think that she needs to acknowledge that he's at least trying. He's certainly not perfect, and he certainly has a long way to go. And I'm sure he's going to mess things up, you know, with the Esme front. But he's trying. That's all I can say. Jacarius, you're sick of Curtis. Come on, you're saying I think Portia's going to be with Nicholas. No, she is not. And I also don't think that Nicholas is coming back in the near future, just based on how long this Austin and Ava storyline is going. And, like, Marcus ain't coming back as Nicholas, and unfortunately, given what happened to Tyler recently, I don't think he's coming back as Nicholas, so they're gonna have to find yet another actor to play him. So it is what it is. You'd love to see Portia paired with Nicholas. She seems to hate him so much. See, I know that a lot of people liked the hate sex vibe of Sonny and Carly, but I don't want to see that with another couple. That thing should be exclusively theirs. And, you know, they also have grown up a lot, Sonny and Carly, I guess, in terms of how vile they were like 20 years ago. Like, in comparison, I mean. Are they going to connect a woman that has Nicholas to Cassadine's what? I mean, obviously, I'm thinking that the woman that's working, that Mason is working for is the one holding Nicholas captive and is holding the cards with him, but are you asking if they think are you asking if I think that they'll put Nicholas with that woman? I mean, that woman I'm thinking is Selena. So who knows? Who knows? It depends where they want to go with Nicholas at this point, because, you know, I think part of the reason why Nicholas, for me, lost his sort of charm as a character is because they wrote him to be bad, like, consistently. And I think that's unfortunate because, you know, Nicholas was a good character at one point, and yeah, he fell apart after Emily died, but, like, he wasn't, like, conniving, you know? He just made some stupid decisions. And then after Ron Carlivati came in, it was, like, horrible writing from there on out, and no other writing team has tried to recover him. And I think that, like, now that we've kind of gotten rid of, like, all the evil Cassadines, I don't think they should, like, continue that with Nicholas. They need to get him out of that sort of bubble and start to pick up the pieces and rebuild a relationship with his son and just own his mistakes, even if he has to go to jail for a few years. Like, dude, it's enough. Yeah, I think it's Selena as well. All right, guys, where was I? Oh, okay. Well, we're changing the subject now. Let's talk about Sasha and the conservatorship, just because that's it's kind of, I don't know. It's a big switch, and it's not too much to talk about. Basically, Sasha is in the early stages of getting her conservatorship removed, And Gladys is obviously not happy about it, and she's not exactly good at hiding it either. Like, Sasha's catching on that, like, why, like, she's getting the vibe that Gladys doesn't want the conservatorship to end. And of course, she's worried that Gladys doubts her recovery, which we know is not the case. Obviously, she wants to be able to have access to Sasha's money so that she doesn't have to, spy on Sunny or do things to be in debt to Selena. But yeah, like, for me personally though, like, I'm a bit worried that Gladys is gonna do something to sabotage Sasha. I don't know why Gladys doesn't just go to Sunny and explain that she's in Selena's debt for gambling and get him to pay the damn bill, because he used to do that for Mike all the time anytime that Mike would get in trouble with gambling. And obviously she has a gambling addiction just like Mike did, and Sunny would bail her out, no questions asked. He'll be mad at her, right? But like, I just think it's stupid that she's not telling him. Like, she can get out of Selena's thumb easily. She knows how much Sunny's family means to him. Even as much as she annoys him, like, he's not just gonna throw her to the wolves. What are y'all saying? Dan and Chris, along with RC, doesn't know the character of Nicholas that well like Guza did. True. SLJ said, I don't think the writers have made their minds up yet as to who Trina's biological father will be. Interesting take. Kaiwan, he said, glad going to be the one that sends money. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to decipher. Are you saying that you think Gladys will be the one that catches on that Dex is spying on Sunny for Michael, and she'll bring that information to Selena? Gladys is going to get closer to death? Sandy said Selena wants Gladys to get info on Sunny, and now the Pawtuck bus wants info on him. Sounds like the same person. Yeah, and it's obviously Selena. Like, I've already told you guys this. I'm already convinced that the mystery woman that Mason is working for is Selena. Alright, you have a good night, Chikarius. They should have made Gladys Sunny's mom? Nah, like, she died, man. It wouldn't make any sense. Alright, but yeah, on the plus side, I guess, at least Sam is currently still working with Cody to try and prove his innocence and that Gladys framed him. Because obviously, he wants Sasha to know the truth, first of all, that Gladys is not to be trusted, especially with her conservatorship. And Sam is obviously a bit concerned because she's caught on that Gladys doesn't seem to want her conservatorship to end. But I don't, like, he's still not really telling Sam the full truth, which I don't understand either. Like, yeah, it involves being, like, having to reveal his, like, that he's working for Selena. But, like, he's just, running a con with a deck of cards, and Sam knows how to run a con, and that it's just, he's doing what he needs to do to make his money. Like, Sam's not going to judge him for that, I don't think. Not too harshly, anyway. But, like, as soon as he says that, he can just be like, well, I work for Selena, in a back game room for, card games with very important people, and Gladys has been in on it and has been losing all the time, and now she's in debt to Selena, and she's using Sasha's money to pay her off. So, like, like, I don't understand why he's so secretive about that with Sam. Just be honest. Hey, Albert. What else? Do you see an attraction vibe between Cody and Sam? No. No, I don't. I think that Sam, I said it earlier, like, Sam knows how to run a con. She knows the life that Cody lives, and I think that she probably sees a little bit of herself in him, because he's obviously younger than her, and he's still kind of in that realm, right? But yeah, he I don't know. I think she just sympathizes for him. I don't think that she has feelings for him, though. She's just been where he is. And that's that on that, though. Alright, y'all. Let's talk about what the thumbnail was all about. Let's talk about Ned Quartermaine. Which I'm not ready for, but let's get into it. In the least shocking and most annoying turn of events, we spent the week waiting for him to wake up, and I'm sure most fans who know GH well enough knew exactly how things were going to turn out once he woke up. I imagine they were not very surprised to learn that he didn't wake up unscathed. Turns out, while he knows what town he's in, and he knows what year it is, he seems to think that his name is Eddie Maine. And for those who might not know, if y'all are newer viewers to General Hospital, Eddie Maine was the persona that he had when he was a rock star in the 90s. And so that's where I'm a little bit confused, because Eddie Maine, who he thinks he is, seems to be well aware of what year it is. So I don't know where they're gonna go with that. Like, obviously we're kind of at the beginning of the story here, but like, does he know who Brooklyn is? Does he recognize her as his daughter? Does he know who Olivia is? Does he? I'm sure he knows Tracy, because Tracy's his mom no matter what. But I don't know. Like, putting aside my annoyance for the Nina portion of the storyline, if I were to just see this as Ned got into an accident and we're going to go on a nostalgic route and have him be Eddie Maine for a while, the only thing that I would want in the story is to somehow bring back Lois into the fold a little bit. Even if it's just for, like, you know, a couple of episodes here and there. I don't know what Wally's relationship is like with Rena, who played Lois. Because if you guys didn't know, they were married in real life. They didn't last, of course. And that's probably why Lois hasn't been back on the show. But, you know, there's a part of me that's still holding out just an ounce of hope that we're not fully done celebrating the 60th year. Obviously, the writer's strike is probably factoring into how bananas these storylines are all of a sudden. But, like, at least have us, you know, it'll be a little bit nostalgic if they have him don some leather pants again and, like, go back on the stage and he just wants to be an artist. And I think having Lois there in some way, you know, could help. And maybe even Brenda too, because Brenda, I think, well, obviously Ned met Lois when he was the Eddie Maine persona, but I think Brenda was the first person in his real life to find out that Ned was Eddie Maine. So I wouldn't mind Brenda coming back for that either. But obviously, if they bring back Brenda, they're not going to not have him share scenes with Nina. And you know what? I wouldn't hate that either, because, you know, when Ned gets his memory back, I think that would, you know, inevitably have him confront Nina, and the truth will come out, and then Sonny won't want anything to do with Nina. And then if Brenda's right there, then he won't be getting back with Carly either. And I think that's a win-win for me, personally. Oh, man. Okay, what are y'all saying? Oh my god, I said I hoped he wouldn't wake up as Eddie Maine, and he did. Yeah, you did call it. You did call it. Sandy said, I'm so sick of another amnesia storyline. Well, we don't know that he doesn't have his full memory intact. We just know that he thinks he's Eddie Maine. I don't know. Maybe a fake history where you've been at a split personality. I hope that they don't do like a split personality storyline with Ned. Oh my goodness. Because, like, Ned didn't really... Like, obviously Ned was acting different as Eddie Maine, but it was because he was hiding his corporate life. And he knew very much, like, the two. That's kind of why I hated Kate Howard and Connie Falconeri's split personality as well, because we heard the whole backstory. Kate was very well aware of who she was in Bensonhurst. And, you know, the story of, like, changing her name and her background and stuff to, like, make a name for herself in the fashion world made sense. And then, like, retconning that and making it a split personality just pissed me off. What else are you all saying? Eddie Maine was one of the dumbest storylines. Eddie Maine is ridiculous and silly. I would like to see Lois. But yeah, and also, like, because Eddie is aware of that he's in 2023, then what is, like, old Eddie Maine like, you know? Like, what is an older Eddie Maine supposed to be like? Yes, bring back Lois. Yeah, like, if we're gonna have to sit through this damn storyline, bring back Lois for it, please. Like, I'm just doing my best to not be mad that Nina, of course, gets to hide her secret. Because, meanwhile, Nina is ready to confess her soul to Sonny. She's accepted the fact that when Ned wakes up, he's gonna tell the truth. Because, obviously, she's not aware that Ned woke up thinking he's someone else. Or thinking that he's in a different time. Who knows? He's got no memory of what Drew was about to tell. Or what he was about to tell Drew. And what Nina... Or what he found out about Nina. But we know very little about what Eddie's going through mentally right now. Ned should get his memory back this fall during Sonny and Nina's wedding. Oh my god. I don't know if I can put up an entire summer of Eddie Maine, y'all. And if they're gonna make us sit through it, then they better damn well put some leather pants on and have him perform at the Savoy at least once. And then Michael's gonna have to carry ELQ by himself again for a while, with Valentine, obviously. The split personality may work for Ned with 2 wives. Ay ay ay. Sonny with Lois, not with Sonny, or not with Carly. But I feel like Sonny and Lois always had, like, a brother-sister vibe, right? Like, Lois, I think Lois is the only one, aside from, like, Diane, who's not, like, convinced of Sonny's charms and whatever. Like, she knows who Sonny is. She knows he's a dog. She doesn't want anything to do with that, you know? That's just... Lois is a smart lady. But then she ended up with Alcazar, so I don't know. At one point. She's played by a different actress by then. And there wasn't really much point to bringing her back at all for that, because she kind of disappeared not long after that either, as well. He realizes that the blues explosion in the 90s. Well, time will tell what they do with Eddie Maine. But I'm sure, like, before I can't talk to you, so I'm sorry, guys. Before Nina can tell Sonny the truth, I'm sure Brooklyn is gonna call him and be like, Sonny, Ned woke up and he thinks he's Eddie Maine. And then Nina will be like, phew, bullet dodged. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think Ned will wear the leather pants again? Do y'all want to see Ned in leather pants again? Oh, man. But yeah, and then other than that, Carly and Drew this week, they kind of went back and forth, knowing that if they don't turn Sonny in, one of them is going to have to go down for the SEC situation. And Drew, being the honorable one out of the two, is willing to be the one that does. And, like, yeah, he doesn't really care that much that he's abandoning his daughter for Carly's sake. Because what's a couple years, you know? He's already missed like 5 with her. And I guess Carly's got a lot more to lose, so that's why he's doing this honorable thing, but whatever. Sandy says, no leather pants, please. Valid. Wally, we adore ya, but probably don't wear them. No, wear them once, because it'll be funny. Wear them once. Or like have a scene where he's trying to put on leather pants again, but like his age is like not making that happen. Listen though, I'm from Montreal and there's a very big leather culture over there, especially in the gay community. And there are a lot of, older men that pull off the leather pants still. I ain't even mad about it. I've gone to those leather parties. They're a lot of fun. And the guys are very beautiful, in my opinion. Eddie Maine with a leather fetish in his like, he's in his 60s now, right? The actor who plays Ned is too long in the tooth to wear leather pants. Nina has been cut. Put who together? All right. But yeah, other than those kind of storylines there, everything else that happened this week was a bit more like fluff. Like we had the scene of Diane and Alexis talking in the coffee shop, talking about how much Alexis misses being a lawyer. And then we had Elizabeth enjoying her last day as a nurse by spending it in the break room playing backgammon with Finn, I think. It was supposed to be endearing. It wasn't. Like, I think... I know that they're trying to, like, rekindle Elizabeth and Finn. But I think it would have been more sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Poignant? If they had Elizabeth being a nurse. If they showed her being a nurse in her final day as a nurse before becoming head nurse. I think that would have been a bit more impactful. So this was a choice. A bad one. Because also, like, Finn and, backgammon, or whatever. Backgammon is Tracy and his thing. So having Elizabeth play with him was a bit weird. Nina and Drew? That'd be something. Albert, you said Friday's episode was so bad it fell out of place. Yeah, like, I agree with you, Albert. It was just the whole week was messy. The whole week was messy. Like, the last 2 weeks have been messy. I feel like the previous week was worse than this past one. But, did I just start? No, we're just wrapping up, Angel. But there honestly wasn't that much to talk about. But I'd love to hear your opinions on the show this week. Because we're not completely wrapped yet. That was a Wednesday episode all the way. Well, I think are we 2 episodes behind? Yeah, because there was a preempt last week and a preempt this week, right? But yeah, this was a filler episode. There was a lot of filler happening. And like, in terms of more filler, we got to see Tracy trying to fire Cody. I don't think it worked. Brooklyn kind of scared her away and brought Leo to see Ned before he had woken up. And then we also had the fluff of Sasha trying to play devil's advocate for Nina with Willow, who is now allowed visitors in the room as long as they wear protection. Angel, you said, I have a quick question. Is it just a personality change in Ned? We don't know. We don't know. He seems to know it's 23, and he seems to know that he lives in Port Charles, but he thinks he's Eddie Maine. But we haven't really seen his personality. He's just been groggy. He just woke up. Eddie Maine was just his rock star alter ego, right? Yeah. Eddie Maine was just his rock star alter ego. So I don't know where they're going to go with this storyline. We were talking earlier about how if we're really going to have to sit through this shit, like, they might as well bring Lois back for us for a little bit. And I'm hoping that Rena and Wally are amicable enough to work together again. I don't know. Yeah, see? You said you want to see Lois. I do too, Angel. So, yeah, like, if we're going to have to sit through this story, for the love of God, bring Lois back for a little bit. Bring her back. Help her sort out this mess in his mind. What else happened? More fluff. Ava wound up at Sunny's place, and now she's looking for evidence to give to, the mystery boss, Selena. This storyline is so dumb. They might as well reveal that it's Selena, because it's not going to be anyone else. Have a good night too, Albert. Yeah, they have to bring Lois back, or this means nothing for Ned. Exactly. Joss is annoying. Nina might as well eat on herself. Oh my goodness. Alright, what else did I put in the notes? Oh yeah, Michael talked to Chase about the possibility of being a father someday, and the only thing I have to say about that is, can we not? Can we not? Yeah, good night, Albert. Have a good night. But yeah, can we not go there with Brooklyn and Chase? Like, they just got back together, and they literally still have a lie hovering over their head. I don't need to see them get pregnant so that she can, like, rope him in with that, you know? Because he's gonna feel guilty if he leaves her for the, 10th time. If there's a kid in tow. And I'm so, like, this is, like, the only lull we've had on pregnancies in the last, 6 years. Let's not start one again. Let's try to get through 2023 without a pregnancy. How about that? Let's just not go there for a little while. Oh, Lord. We don't need a pregnancy every year on this show, for God's sakes. It is unnecessary. Wouldn't be surprised if Tracy told the SEC about Carly and Drew. Maybe, but I don't know. I just don't know. I think it was Nina. Tracy's been a little bit sus, but it seems to be more so about the deception thing, so I don't know. Angel, you said, I kind of hope that Carly and Drew escape the charges. In reality, I can't believe knowing prior knowledge about stock is illegal. That's just me. Yeah, but it's all about corporate espionage too, right? I think that's, it's like insider trading. But yeah, but to that end, oops, sorry guys. To that end, sorry, I lost my train of thought because my grandmother keeps trying to call me, even though she knows I'm live streaming. She's upstairs, by the way. All right, so what was I gonna say? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Carly and Drew. What was I saying? The dumbest part about this storyline is that the plan for Aurora and the ELQ sort of combination thing, it didn't come to fruition. So that part's a bit dumb. You're arresting her for something that literally doesn't matter anymore because the plan is gone. There's no plan for it to restart. Carly lost everything already. So, like, it is a bit pointless, but also, like, I wouldn't hate Carly or Drew going to jail. Alright, what else you saying, Angel? Taggart needs help. It was hard seeing him staggering drunk. Yes, he does. And Real Andrews, if I didn't say it earlier, because we did talk about that, he killed it again. He's doing a great job with the storyline, and I wish that they would utilize him more, and I'm assuming that they don't because he doesn't want to or he can't. But I'd love to see more of Taggart's point of view because the man is suffering. And I think when it comes down to it, like, I do think that Trina's going to end up being his. And I think that he needs to be seen on screen to, like, come to terms with the fact that he's not, so that it's a bit more impactful when inevitably we find out that Trina actually is his daughter. And then we'll see Curtis going through it, you know? Portia's digging her own grave. And please no kids for Chase, yeah. Angel said, if I was Trina, I would have left Spencer when he said he wanted to raise his little brother. Valid. In America, is the very idea you try to do that is very bad. Yep, espionage is bad. That is not a good thing to do, whether it's corporate or otherwise, y'all. Don't do it because you'll be effing yourselves over. Nobody hasn't taken a DNA test on this child to see if Ace is even a Cassadine. Yeah, but, like, I do actually believe it. I know that there is, like, a bit of room to actually say that he's not, but I think that he is. Nathan said, what in the world have the writers done to Drew Kane? Scout won't miss him or doesn't even know him is what he said. So much for Drew being the superior Quartermaine. Yeah, he straight up said that that Drew he straight up said that she's got a man that he trusts in her life to take his place, which is Dante. And that's messed up, man. Like, and also to do that on Father's Day weekend, you failed. You're the worst father, Drew. Oh, man. Drew can go to jail. He won't be missed. And then Angel said, if I was Zeke, I would tell Portia what he knows. Sibling loyalty. I just want him to tell Curtis that he knows. And to, to spice things up. We were talking about it earlier. I think a lot of us, we want him to confront Curtis, and we want him to also admit that he slept with Jordan, just to rub it in a little bit. Like, I want Curtis to, like, be called out on something, because we were also talking about how like Curtis treats everyone around him like garbage. He treated Portia like garbage. He treated Jordan like garbage. He treats his Aunt Stella like garbage. If they do anything wrong against him, but God forbid, he gets called out for anything. He doesn't. He treats all these women like garbage, and he doesn't get called out. The most we've seen him get called out is Jordan being like, I'm over this. Goodbye. But, like, no one's reamed him out. He needs to be, like, freaking called out and put in his place. Because this guy is so damn judgmental. They make one little mistake. They tell a lie. Lies, some of them quite big, to be fair. And then that's it. It's a one and done deal with him. Meanwhile, he's keeping his mouth shut about being under Selena's thumb. And that he uses his nightclub so that she can play card games. And that he's used her to try to, track down Esme when she was missing and stuff. So, and he's kept all that a secret, while seemingly reaming his partners out for lying to him and keeping their own secrets. The hypocrisy, y'all. He needs to get called out on it. And Zeke is the one to do it. I want Zeke to be spicy as hell, because he comes off as a character that would be. So they need to ride that wave, y'all, in my opinion. They need to ride it. Curtis will get his karma. I sure hope so. Nathan, you said if Steve Burton came back to GH, would you mind him playing Jason and Drew? The way we get J-Sam and Drew Liz, everyone wins. Or that way we get J-Sam and Drew Liz. Everyone wins at the end of the day. I don't think I want to see Steve Burton in a dual role. We see him enough when he's on screen as Jason. He doesn't need to play two characters. So, like, what are they going to do? Like, have Drew get into a car wreck and then need plastic surgery to look like he used to again? Yeah, I'm okay with Cameron Matheson staying on as Drew, but, like, they need to fix the writing for that character, and they need to establish Drew as his own thing and give him a clean slate away from Jason. Have him lose all the Jason memories, because I think he still has them somewhere in his head. They never acknowledge what exactly is going on in there with him, but they need to, just so they can give us a clean slate with the character. Angeli said they might as well put Finn and Liz back together. Yeah, like, she's got no one else. But, like, hopefully we get to see her in head nurse mode. More than we've seen Epiphany in head nurse mode, or any of the nurses for that matter. Hell no, Finn and Liz belong together. Hell no, Finn and Liz being together. After the way Finn treated Liz in the past, it's a no-no for me. Like, I care so little about Finn. And, I hate to say it, but, like, as much as I love Becky, Elizabeth is so unimportant to the show that, like, they don't utilize her. So, like, if they put them together, I'm not even going to notice in the first place. Because we went for, 2 months without seeing Elizabeth until, like, they decide to finally be like, hey, by the way, you got head nurse. Like, but she was missing for, like, weeks. And so was Finn. And I didn't even notice until she came back, so... Curtis will be crushed when he finds out about Jordan and Zeke. Good. Good. He should. He had reasons to, unless memory is fuzzy. I don't know. But yeah. That's all I really have to say on the matter. And on that note, I think I am going to end the live stream here. What is today? This week? Am I going to live stream Wednesday? Y'all, I'm still kind of going through it, honestly, with I know it's been a month now, but... Oh, Finn, you mean? Yeah, Finn had his reasons. Yeah, I just don't care either way if they put him back together with Liz or not. I just don't care. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna live stream Wednesday. I'm still kind of handling the grief, and it's ups and downs, and it's waves of pure sadness, and then days where I'm like, I think I can walk through this, and then it's the nights, y'all. The nights are hard. Why do Finn and Chase have different last names? I don't know. I feel like we had that answer. Oh, well, they have different moms. So maybe, I think that's the case, right? They have different moms. Finn was the oldest, and Jackie Templeton was not his mom. Jackie Templeton is Chase's mom. I love you too, Angel. Alexis needs her lawyer license back. Yes, I agree. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I'll let you guys know if we live stream Wednesday. If I decide to, we're not gonna just like do a hangout thing. We'll react to something, and I'm going back and forth on when I do the next Wednesday stream. I want it to be either reacting to Anna's past as a double agent, or for shits we can just watch some Eddie Maine stuff from the 90s. But yeah, whether we do that this week or another week, I'll let you guys know. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this live stream. I appreciate it. If you liked this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. I'd really appreciate it. And if I don't catch you guys this Wednesday, I will for sure catch you guys on Sunday. So have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see you soon. Peace out. Mwah.